What is going on, everybody? As you guys can tell from the title of this video, I'm going to show you guys how to connect multiple trailers to GTA. I should have made this tutorial a little bit a while back because I have a few trailer packs of mine where you have to connect multiple trailers together, and I've had a lot of people ask like how to do it or what's the best method to do it, and a lot of people run into issues. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and it's going to take a couple tries because once again you're manipulating GTA, right? When GTA was created, they had the truck and they had the trailer, right? You weren't supposed to ever connect multiple trailers to each other. That wasn't how GTA was programmed or how it was created. But we manipulate the game by adding multiple dummies onto a model and so on and so forth. So of course, when you're manipulating something like that, there's going to be a little bit of issues, I should say, but it still works perfectly fine. It's just that it's not gonna be like a easy 1-2, you know. So I'm gonna show you guys the best method for that. This is kind of a two-part video because I'm gonna also show you guys if you're using custom trailers or custom trucks, how to make it to where you can connect to those trailers, because it's not just having the dummies on the model. When you export the model out of Zmod, you also have to edit some meta files. So if you already know how to do that, you can skip ahead. Obviously, I'll have the video cut up in chapters, so you can just skip ahead. If you don't know how to do that, watch this part. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. So right here is my server. I'm already on my semi. So this is all my semi trucks that I have in my server so far. You go to your vehicle meta file, edit with Notepad++. This will open up this file here, which I'm sure you guys know what this is. This is the vehicle meta file. So if you have custom trailers in your server, or even single player, because you can do add-on vehicles. If you're replacing vehicles, you still have to go and edit the meta file for the replacement vehicle, which will be the same concept. You just have to locate it. I'm not 100% sure where that's located at because I don't really mess with single player anymore. But if you're doing add-ons, then you're going to have its own meta file, and it'll be a lot easier to edit, or at least to locate to edit. So essentially, that's what you want to do. You just want to copy a line. I'm not going to do it because, as you guys can see, I already have it. But you would copy one of these lines, just hit enter, paste it, and then you just edit it to be whatever the name of your trailer is, right? So if you guys bought my Sir Lowboy trailer, then you obviously want to make sure you put that in there, Sir Lowboy. I don't have the Jeep for the Mac, because the Mac essentially isn't going to pull the oversized load trailer like that. So my King hauler that I have, which is the big gooseneck, that's going to be for the Kenworth, not for the Mac. So that's why it's not up here. But like a normal low boy, it can pull that, so that's fine. Like I said, got my 53 footers, 58 or 28 footer, the car trailer, the fuel trailer, and then the flatbed, which is the custom flatbed, because they also have a flatbed in GTA. But if you guys know anything about the GTA trailers and trucks, ask. Anyways, so now that that's good, the same concept works for trailers. So that just allows you to connect to the first trailer. If you're hooking up multiple trailers together, you have to edit the trailer files as well. So we're gonna go back to my trailers. So you have basic trailers. I also have my low boy, which I can show you that too. Either way, it'll work. So if you come here, you have the Jeep. The Jeep is the first part. So your truck will connect to the Jeep, and then your Jeep will connect to the gooseneck, low boy, whatever the trailer is, because there's different types of oversized load trailers out there. And then there will be a dolly on the back side of that trailer, which basically adds extra stability to the back of the trailer. So you would click your Jeep, same thing, open up your vehicle meta file, and then you will scroll down, and then you got to make sure. So you see Sir Goose, so you got to make sure that you have that trailer in there, so that way GTA knows that this trailer is supposed to connect to the Jeep, right? And then back out, same thing. If you go to the Goose, open that with Notepad, scroll down, and then you see here you have the dolly, which I have the Jeep there too. That doesn't make sense because the Jeep wouldn't connect to the back of the trailer, so that doesn't matter. But as long as it has the dolly, because the dolly is what's going to connect to the back side of the trailer, so that's going to be in there. That, like I said, tells GTA, hey, the dolly can connect to the backside of the gooseneck. And then you back out, and then the dolly doesn't necessarily have to have it. Where is it? I totally spaced out for a second. Well, I have it here too, gooseneck. Don't really worry about that. I might have been testing something, I just never edited it out, but the trailers is essentially what's connecting to that trailer or that truck. So it's not the other way around, right? Like a trailer doesn't have to have the truck under the trailers, because that wouldn't make sense, right? The truck isn't a trailer. The truck is pulling the trailer. So the trailer needs to have whatever is going to be pulling name on it, right? So in this case, the dolly isn't going to be pulling a gooseneck. The gooseneck is pulling the dolly. So that's why I'm saying you don't need to have that, but I have it. It really doesn't matter. It's not going to do anything. It's just not going to work, because obviously you're not going to have the dummies for it, and it wouldn't even make sense because it wouldn't look good. So essentially that's what you would do. I'm going to test, or I'm going to show you guys using the basic trailer pack, because that has the 28 footers, which you can use the doubles. It will work either way. It's the same concept, but you'll see what I mean once we get in game and I actually show you. But I'm just gonna show you guys like the way that these work, right? These is for your doubles, because the 28 footers are the ones you would do doubles, triples, whatever. And so see how here it says trailers, trailer dolly. So that's the dolly that would connect to the backside of the trailer. And then you would go to the dolly, same thing, go to the handling line, and then you would see the dolly. You can have a 28 footer, a 53 footer, or I have the car trailer, which you wouldn't have double car trailers, so that wouldn't work, but it's up there. But the 53 footer, that would be more if you were doing like Colorado or Rocky Mountain doubles, which is basically the 53 footer, and then behind that would be a 28 footer. But I guess if you did a 28 footer and then a 53 footer, I mean, that wouldn't, they don't do that in real life, but it's GTA. I mean, you could do whatever you want. But like I said, as long as you add that trailer to that line, it's going to connect. So you could put anything there if you want. But it shows that there's a 28 footer here, so you know that this dolly will be able to connect to a 28 footer. So with that being said, we're going to get in game. If you guys are coming to the video now, to this part, if you skip that first section, now I'm going to show you guys how to connect the trailers and the best method to do so in game. All right, guys, welcome back. Now that we're finally in game, go ahead, open up your menu, bring out your spawner, spawn your Anthem or whatever vehicle you could be using for this if you're following along. Otherwise, if you're just watching, I'm using my Anthem. Now, you want to remember, if you're going to be connecting multiple trailers together, your trailer will need a seat dummy. You will see why in a second. It's also good to have seat dummies. If you're buying a trailer from me, you know, seat dummies are good because it allows you to customize your trailer, you know, change the color of it, change the rim color, whatever, right? Mods, extras. If you're buying trailers from someone else, I don't know if they add seat dummies to their trailers. If they don't, you know, you can always ask them, hey, can you put a seat dummy so we can customize the trailer? If they do, then that's cool. You'll be able to do it. But if you are if you're connecting multiple trailers together, you will need a seat dummy. So what you want to do, spawn the trailer. So in this case, we're spawning the 28 footer. So there you go. And then you don't necessarily have to hook the truck up. I've done it before without the truck hooked up, but I've learned that this is a lot more efficient. It pretty much happens instantly. So that's what I do now. So you want to hook the truck up to the trailer. I don't know if that like tells the game that the trailer is active because the truck is hooked up to it, versus if it wasn't, it could be like inactive. I don't really know if that's a thing. I'm a models guy. I'm not really like a script guy, so I don't really know exactly how the game itself works. I just know that you could put a vehicle in the game and it works. If any of that made sense. Anyways, so you have your truck connected to your trailer. So you want to come here and you want to spawn the dolly. Bam. You want a no clip. So you're going to no clip. Now listen to this. This is very vital because I don't have the best handling line on the dolly. So the dolly by itself is kind of jank. If you know how to do handling lines, you'll be able to fix it and it'll probably be fine for you. But if you're like me and you don't know how to do handling lines, you want to make sure that you listen to this part, because when you un-no clip, the trailer is kind of frozen in space and you want it to stay like that. So you're going to get to where you need to be, which is, you know, it doesn't have to be exactly perfect, but, you know, just close enough to where they can connect. So like right there should be good. And so what you want to do is, while you're still in no clip, get out of the trailer. So now the trailer is frozen in time. If you get out of no clip and then you get out of the trailer, you're going to hit the trailer and it's going to start doing some glitchy stuff. So you want to make sure you're still in no clip so you can go away from the trailer. Now you can come out of no clip. because the trailer is still frozen in time, which I guess we could have came up a little bit more, but it should still work. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get back in the trailer that's in front, right? And then when you get out of the trailer, it's going to connect. Bam, you see that? Now I got out of the trailer and they connected to each other. And so now they're connected, which, you know, like I said, you're manipulating the game, so it's going to kind of look glitchy, but once you start actually driving, it looks good. So now they're connected to each other. So we can, oh, I didn't mean to no clip. I meant to open the menu. Buttons right next to each other. So now you come here and you basically repeat that. And you pretty much keep repeating it until you get to however many trailers you want. Now obviously the more trailers you have, the more weirder it's going to look. So you want to spawn your 22 footer or your 28 footer. My can't even read numbers right now. And then same thing, you want to try and get it as close as possible. Of course, you know, the way no clip works, you can't really look around. So you might have to do it a couple times. You know, get out of no clip, take a look. Okay, get back in no clip. Now you know you gotta go a little bit more forward. Get out of no clip, look at it. That looks like that's gonna work. So like I said before, no clip, right? Get out of the trailer. We'll get back in the trailer. I guess it probably only worked for the dolly just because the dolly has like a weird hanging line. So I guess in this case you can get out of the no clip and then get out of the trailer. And then that way, yeah, it's going to still sit there. So then, same concept, right? You get back in the dolly, and when you get out, well, they should connect. It's got to be, like, perfect. So if that might not be close enough. So we'll just have to get back in the trailer, and then no clip again, and make it go a little bit more forward. So, like, if we get about right there, that should do it. Well, it's almost like in the same spot it was, but it should work. Yep, there it goes. It connected. You can see how the legs are up on the trailer. You can see how the legs aren't on the ground anymore. So that means they're connected. So then, we come all the way back to the front of the truck, and we drive. So now they're all connected. There it goes. And sometimes it'll look a little glitchy just because the truck is like in the same position. Once you kind of drive it and move it, then it'll look better. So you can see here, they look a lot better. The trailer in the front is kind of leaning, but it's because it's carrying all this extra weight. That's when the handling line kind of comes in effect. Like I said, if you know how to work on handling lines, you'll be able to edit the handling line, make it better. These handling lines are just the same as like the basic GTA handling lines. I think I'm using trailers for the trailers. I wish I knew how to do handling lines, because then I would obviously get a handling line that would actually work for the trailers. But it doesn't look bad, you know. It still looks good. Obviously, the trailers they just look like they're a little heavy, you know. They look like you got a full load. But anyways, you can still drive them. You see, you can turn and they'll follow each other, like they're completely connected to each other. You know, I can go up here, make some turns. I can fully drive the trucks. You know, obviously if you take a corner too fast, you're probably gonna tip, but that's just because GTA doesn't have like really good driving physics. They're better than a lot of driving games, I can guarantee you that, but they're not the best driving physics, you know. I mean, it's GTA. But you can see here, you know, you can make a turn and it actually follows the, you know, itself. You can stop, you can reverse, but just like in real life, backing up doubles are kind of rough. So obviously you're not gonna have a lot of luck backing up the doubles, but you guys can see that they do connect, and this works for every trailer. So even if you're using my Big Sur gooseneck or the Big King hauler, it's the same concept. That's exactly what we did here. You would do the exact same thing with those trailers. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I should have made this tutorial a long time ago, because I know a lot of people struggled on trying to do this. As you guys can see, I did it within 5 minutes maybe. So you know, if you're on a 5M server or whatever, if you're just on a server in general with people, then of course you want to go somewhere where no one's going to see you. Doing it on the airfield probably isn't going to be the best place. You know, maybe over here, if no one comes over here, you might be able to do it so people don't see you. But anyways, like I said, it's very easy. It's going to take a second because you just got to spawn everything, get it in the right position, and kind of mess with it. But it works. So that's pretty much it. There's not much else to it. That's literally all you do. And like I said, if you want to add a triples, you just spawn another dolly, put it back here, do the same thing, get back in this trailer, it hooks up, get out of it, spawn another 28 footer, and you basically just keep doing that until you get as many trailers as you want. So that's pretty much it. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next video, whenever that may be. Peace out, you guys.